Okay, 29:57. Have your name may be Richard. 14 on my timer. Your dad's name may be Richard. You may have found your cousin. Your cousin may not be your cousin because your uncle may have been adopted. Let's just get across this road for a moment, shall we? Hang on. Your dad, if your dad's name is Richard, he may have been with a lady. Now this lady, she may not have been the same colour as your dad, if your dad's name is Richard. I had an uncle Richard, you know. He was adopted. He moved to Russia for a little while. He used to train in the snow. It blew my mind, you know. He never could remember how to spell my name. He could never remember how to spell my name. He used to always spell it wrong, bless him. I miss him. I used to love seeing him. I'd only see him when he would visit my granddad and Rosemary. How I missed him. How I missed him. I know that he apparently 144 on my timer then. He apparently, last time I heard, he may have had a blood clot. I never knew where mine used to come from, you know. They used to say it was from the window. It wasn't from the window. It's a hereditary thing with my heart. 207 on my timer, if that helps you. It's a hereditary thing on my heart, but I'll never know because no one will tell me the truth of where it came from. And before you say it, I know where babies come from. When a mummy and daddy love each other very much, or one would hope. 228 on my timer. One would hope that when a mummy and daddy love each other very much, that's where a baby comes from. Some of us aren't that lucky. Maybe some of us are, but we don't end up where we're supposed to. Anyway, you may be the son of a man called Richard. You may be called Richard. Hang on, what's this that I'm looking at? Never mind. 03020303. Oh, I never even knew his birthday. You know, I just knew that he looked like someone else that I've seen over the years in the media, actually. And I remember his accent. He had his accent, and I never understood what this accent it came from. I couldn't understand it because we were all in a part of England that spoke. I mean, until I came to where I am now, I was very, very, very well spoken, actually. Very well spoken until I came here. I thank God that I did, really, though, to be fair. My Uncle Richard, you know, he had, I think he had a daughter as well. I don't know. I say as well, I'm not even sure if he had a son. I don't know. I don't know, because the cards, they stopped coming, like with everybody. Once my so-called mother had been able to get her karmic way and take my baby, and I went completely off the rails. Then I went completely off the rails. Once my child abusing mother had been able to get a hold of my baby, I went just completely. I just didn't see the point in living. There was no point in living because of my baby, you know. My firstborn, I stopped drugs for, I stopped crime for, I stopped everything for, and she still took him. And it was only her reporting me, nobody else. You may have a dad called Richard, or you may be called Richard. You may have some sort of link to Russia. You may train in the snow. I'm just looking at, 2 magpies. Let's see. Hang on, where are they? Where'd you go? 1, 2. See those on those headstones? Maybe we should go and see what headstones they are. Hang on. Sorry, dead peoples. Sorry. I always say sorry to the people I'm looking at the word Sonia. Oh, and Turner in brackets. Oh God, it gets worse. Right, so which one? 2 was it? Let's have a look. I'll take you with me. Wish someone would take me with you. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at an Albert Mountain. That was the one next to the one. Sorry, dead peoples. This is the one they were on. What does it say? It says Charlotte Spencer. Moving on. And this one says Ernest Stairs or Stars. One of the two. I'm not going to look at the dates because that has just absolutely done me. This one was William Stone and Teresa Stone. Special Nan and Grandad. Whatever that might mean to you. And Pat. One of my grandmas was called Patricia, apparently. I don't really remember her. I have a photo. I don't have any photos of my family, actually. Whether they're my own real family or not real family, or I don't actually know who my family is, not really. But I loved my Uncle Richard, I'll tell you this now. I loved him. And when I did see him, oh look, never mind. Let's not look at that. When I did see him, he used to spend time with me. He was into all sorts of... He wasn't your average, normal Uncle Richard, you know. He was like me and my granddad. Quiet activities. But then I was always kept quiet. And we know why, right? We know why. But anyway, maybe you're the same. 732, 734 as we pass that J. Maybe you're the same. Maybe you've been kept quiet. Look at this. Look at this. Ronald. Marion. Curtis. Maz Stanley. I got to stop walking through this graveyard, right? I got to stop walking through this graveyard, or I can't, because everything you see here, wait, let me show you. See all of these peoples? No matter whether they are or are not the peoples that are in there, or whether they are or not. Oh look, Charles Edward Clark I'm looking at, here we go. Whether they are or are not the peoples. What else does that say? Look. After talking about Stanley, Michael and Peter, whether they are or are not the names or the peoples that they say they are, every single one of these people, they walk with me. They walk behind me, to the side of me. They try and walk in front of me, but I lead them, you know, I lead them. They don't lead me. I lead them, and that's okay. Maybe you have a dad or a brother or something called Richard. I'm looking at the word Alexander. Keep seeing this word reunited, or there's a K. J and K. They're going to be reunited, are they? Are they now? I doubt that. Very, very much. I doubt that. What's this that I'm looking at here? Never mind, better not. So if anyone out there, right, if you know my Uncle Richard, Kind of scared maybe he might have died or something, because me not know, but if anybody out there knows my Uncle Richard, he's not actually my Uncle Richard apparently, because apparently he was adopted with this accent that just didn't quite fit. You tell him from me, I absolutely adored him, but I never got the chance. Never got the chance to show any of them actually, you know. And it's okay to be sad. Stephen Reed, I'm looking at now. It's okay to be sad. People are like, oh, she comes online and she's up and she's down. No, I'm mainly down at the moment. Albert Charles Grundy, I'm looking at now. Anyway, and Vera. That's the second time I've seen the word knee, N-E-E. Nee Norris. Moving on. You have to understand, I'll be how the fuck I like. Because I don't talk for me. I mean, in this case, I am talking for me because my Uncle Richard, you know. I was set up never to be able to be very close to anybody that I might speak to or that might help me. Look, I'm looking at the surname Payne and then Edwin. You have no idea how fitting that is. Oh my dear, my Auntie Melanie. Her surname's Payne, Richard's sister, so-called sister. You have no idea. John Roberts. Oh wow, you have no idea how fitting that surname was. I was set up never to be able to bond. You know, my stepdad, when he died, it's the only time I was allowed. She said to me, you can go visit him. It was on my birthday in the February, 10 days after he died, and I was finally allowed to speak to him when he was dead. 12, 20, 12, 21 on my time was a bit down. When he was dead, she'd finally let me speak to what I'd come to believe, well, to feel was my daddy, because he was the only one there. He wasn't my dad, he was my stepdad, but he was the only one there for a short time until he was under her control. And I was allowed time with him on my own when he was dead. And he couldn't believe me. But you know the beauty of that? The beauty of that is now he sees me. It doesn't matter what she said to him. He sees otherwise. That's why I don't mourn the dead anymore. Because what they believed in life, they don't see when they're dead. They see the truth. And it's just a shame we have to die to see the truth of mankind. And who's really karmic and who's really not. And who's really vengeful, looking at Daniel Fitzgerald right now. And who's really not. You know?